It's another Physical Tuesday where we learn how to get bigger, faster, stronger. Stop preparing like a joke man and become the GOAT man. Go gang. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and comment to our content. We are here to help you turn from cheese to the macaroni and cheese, man. Yeah, Harold, it's another Physical Tuesday for you guys today. Today, we're going to learn how to get players off of you. This goes out to all my D linemen, my linebackers, my cornerbacks, receivers, anybody on the field, basically, because you're going to have to use this skill unless you're a quarterback. So, first and foremost, we have to understand why this skill is important. In every game, at every position, you're going to end up using this and you're going to end up having to get somebody off unless you're a quarterback. And for defenders, a lot of times once you're grabbed, it's over. A lot of people don't understand that, especially defenders. They're like, oh, well, like their job is to block me. But a lot of people can't get off blocks. And if you can't get off a block, you can't make a play. And if you can't make a play, you might as well not be out there. So you got to remember that you don't want it to be over. You got to make sure that you're still able to play. And even as a receiver, if you're grabbed, it's over. So what are the basics in getting someone off of you? First and foremost, you got to watch how the opponent shoots their hands. Paying attention to how to shoot their hands is important because how they shoot their hands is how they're trying to grab you. It's how they're going to approach to grab you. They're not going to shoot their hands slow. Nobody tries to grab you shooting their hands slow. So you got to make sure you know how they're shooting their hands. And then once you see how they're shooting their hands, that player can't grab you, because that's the next point. If the player can't grab you, they can't win. So you got to make sure you're unable to be grabbed. You can't just be standing still. Like if you're standing still with your chest open, he's going to grab your chest and he's going to just be able to block you wherever or be able to jam you and push you wherever. And that's not what we want, man. That's not what you want. That's not what I want. That's not what your coach wants. That's only what he wants. He's the only one that wants that. So, and the last point is you have to understand what controls the hands, and that's the wrist. Once you see the wrist, slap their wrist, man. Hit their wrist. You want to hit the wrist. The wrist controls the hands. You don't want to slap fingers. You want to slap wrist. Hit the wrist. And what are some ways to get a player off of you? So here are some tactics. First one is the swim move. Everybody loves a swim move. You might see Khalil Mack do a swim move and the dude fall, or you might see Myles Garrett do a swim move. This is where you slap the wrist and you come over the shoulder and you swipe past. The second one is the rip move. This is when you slap the wrist and you rip your other arm through. This is a more effective tactic for receivers. This is a more effective tactic for linebackers and even D linemen. I feel like the rip move is more effective because it rips through and it helps you not get grabbed at all. It helps the player get their hands off of you. So remember what we said. You got to understand those three basics of getting people off you. Watch their hands. If the player can't grab you, they can't win. And what controls hands? The wrist. Hit the wrist. Peace. Check this video out on the screen if you want to be mean on that green, or real on that field, or extort on that court. The No Baller Left Behind Act supports this video. You feel me?